Hi guys, my name is Kamlesh and today I'm going to show you how you can set up your virtual environment on your laptop or desktop PC using Oracle VirtualBox. So Oracle VirtualBox is available at VirtualBox, and from the download page you can get this piece of software, which is available for multiple operating system. You can download it for Windows, OS X, Linux and Solaris. And today I will show how you can install the software on your Windows host, and on that host you can run a couple of VMs. So I have already installed a version which is available with me. It is Oracle VirtualBox and I have a couple of VMs running on it, and today we will see how we can set up a new machine. So here we have an option to create a new virtual machine, and you can provide any name for this machine. I'm going to use name as Epic. The type of operating system what you are going to install, in the drop down list you can see it supports multiple operating systems. So we'll be going to install Linux operating system on it, and type of version. So we'll be installing it's a Red Hat 64-bit on it. Then we click on next. The next option is to setting up the memory. So this memory size depends upon the physical memory which is available on your laptop or desktop. So I have a total 4 gigabit, and I will be going to use 512 megabit for this virtual machine. Or if you won't need to set up a different thing, you can just scroll it towards the left and right. Then we'll click on next. The next option is to set up the hard drive. If you have any existing hard drive from the VirtualBox or VMware, you can just browse that drive and get the path. But for setting up this machine, we will be creating a new disk. So create a new one. So these are the type of drives, file type, which Oracle VirtualBox supports. So we will be using the default, which is the VirtualBox disk image. Then we'll click on next. Then storage on the physical hard drive gives us two options. It's dynamically allocated or fixed size. The dynamically allocated disk will get filled up as you put up the data in that disk, and the fixed size disk will be the one which the size what we will be giving during the time of installation. Then we'll click on next. So here is the path of the drive. You can choose where you want to create your drives. This is location you can choose, and here is the size of the disk what you can give. So I will be creating a 4 gigabit of my first drive, which will get attached to this new virtual machine. Then we'll click on create. So it will start up a new wizard, which will take a couple of seconds to create this drive. You can see we are almost finished with creating the drive, and it will give us a menu to power on our new machine. So here's the general information what we will be getting here: the name of the machine what we choose, the type of operating system, the amount of memory what we have given. And here is the accelerator option. If to support the virtualization, you should have the Intel virtualization enabled. The processor type should be supporting LP. The acceleration should be, these all options should be check mark. And in the storage section you can see the type of the disk, the first disk of the 4 gig which we created. And here's the controller, the installation media what we'll be going to use. So I will be going to install this operating system using an ISO image. Or here you can see you have multiple options, like you can use the host drive, or if you have any ISO image you can select that installation media and start with your installation. So we will be going to install CentOS 6.5. so I'm going to select this ISO image as the installation media. And in the network section you can see it comes up by default with the 4 network cards. It's adapter 1 to adapter 4. To set up your networking with your host operating system, I would suggest, I always use the host only adapter. So if you have any services running inside your virtual machine, will not affect if you connect with your laptop in your office environment or somewhere else. Suppose you have DSCP running on your virtual machine. If you have bridge or net adapters, so it can affect the computer which are connected, other computers which are connected over the networks. So I always use host only adapter. And the other adapter, you can choose what type of adapter you want to use. Here we have the serial ports, USB ports, and the shared folder, which you can add it to share the file system with your guest operating system and your host operating system. And when you click on OK, you can see we have the installation media appearing here at this window at the storage. And now we can go ahead and power on our virtual machine and start with the installation. So from the start button, we can start our newly created Epic virtual machine. I'm going to click on the start. So this one will give me the new screen will come up. It has took the installation media as my Red Hat installation media, the ISO image what we have selected, and from here you can start with the installation media. And this option at this window, you can get all the other options, like you can restart your machine by inserting the control or delete, and you can take the snapshot or a screenshot. You can power off or pause the virtual machine. Then here is the option to you can switch to full screen mode, or you can switch back to the scale mode. And in the devices section, you can see what are the devices you have configured, like network settings, and all the options you can configure it from here. So we will go ahead and start with our installation process with this virtual machine, and we'll set up new Red Hat box on this virtual box. Thank you.